Hi, and welcome to Unit 2. I'd like to begin with a bow this week. I believe that we all know the practice of the bow at Naropa, and if not, I'll trust that you've read the brief introduction on the main page. You might even like to reread that introduction to the bow. So, could we bow together? Thanks. So here, Unit 2, we get into more of the conceptual meat of the course, some distinctions that I want to make around life transitions that'll help to orient our study for the rest of the semester. I don't want to leave behind Unit 1 just yet. We may have new people join the course. It's open for the first 2 weeks of the semester. So check back and see whether there are any new posts or new discussions beginning in Unit 1. And we'll focus this week on Unit 2. A few distinctions that I want to make. And each of these, they can happen in a fairly simple, straightforward way. But I think if you really dive into these conceptual distinctions, you'll see that they could have a lot of depth as well. So one is that changes are nested or layered. That is, we might be in a big life change that takes years, even a decade or more. And within that large life transition are any number of smaller transitions. They may happen on any scale from momentary to longer and longer, bigger and bigger, deeper and deeper life changes. So this might help us to see what changes are happening for us and the meaning of those changes. The meaning of a change has to do with the larger arc of a life transition. Another distinction is between linear and transformational changes. We'll compare and contrast a mechanical model of life transitions to an organic model of life transitions. But really the main conceptual piece for this week is the 3 stages of a life transition. We'll use these 3 stages to organize most of the material in the course. And I think it should start to get clear from the readings and the material on the webpage. But pay special attention to those 3 stages of a life transition. And really, as with all this material, don't take it just on faith, but taste it and chew on it for a while and see what part of these concepts is useful for you and what part's not. How do you relate to these 3 stages? Do they make sense to you? Is there something else you're seeing about your own life transitions that doesn't exactly fit into these 3 stages? So we'll welcome those discussions this week. The other comment I want to make right now is about readings. It's a good time to get started on your readings. You'll see from the syllabus that there are 2 reviews that I'm asking you to do this semester. One is for a substantial work. It could be an academic book. It could be a good solid academic article. If you have questions about what counts for this assignment, definitely bring them into the office in the course. But I just want to say, take a look at the syllabus. You'll see when the reviews are due and get started on it. It'll also help you as we go into the course to have some of that background reading. There's no textbook per se for the course. So I'm hoping that these readings that you choose and do will help to deepen the material that that's being presented online here. And finally, it's been good to see most of you in real time this weekend. Those of you who aren't in the eco-psychology program, I look forward to meeting you. Maybe there's a way we could get together in Boulder for coffee and just to say hi. And it's been nice to have time to hang out with those of you who are in Boulder for the winter intensive for the EcoPsych program. So, glad you're here. I'm going to bow again. See you online.